So it's the winter time. I'm on break. I'm in the eighth grade, and I'm in Michigan because that's where I'm from. And I get a phone call from my buddy Levon, and Levon's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" It's nothing, chilling. It's like, "Hey, you want to go play some hockey?" I was like, "What the fuck? Hockey?" And at the time, I'm an eighth grader. I had never met a black hockey player. I never watched hockey. I knew what it was, but it was boring to me. And I was like, hell no, I don't want to go play hockey with you. And I was like, and you don't play hockey. And he's like, man, I play hockey. I play hockey all the time. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, I'll come check it out. He's like, great, come to Lake Lansing. Check it out. My brother drops me off, Lake Lansing. And there's Levon and a bunch of other friends I have who don't look like Levon. And I'm watching this motherfucker play hockey. And it is exactly what I thought it would be. Levon can't skate. He's like, it was so funny to me that I stood there and I watched Levon and my other friends play hockey for a while. They're like, hey, Chris, what's up? I'm like, what's up, Ryan? What's up, Luke? What's up, Levon? You know, he's barely holding on to that stick, but he's doing his thing. Great, okay. I get bored after a while, and I'm also the kind of person who I just can't sit around for a while. In a party situation, I kind of always walk out of the crowd and kind of just hang around the walls for a while, and then I come back in. So I decided to walk around the lake. That's mistake number one. So I'm walking around the lake. They're over there playing hockey. Like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I see like some tents set up. People were ice fishing. And I walk out a little further on the lake. Everything's good. Just looking back, it just looks like they're going to be playing hockey for a really long time. So I'm just wandering around. I'm also a walker. It's what I do. I love to walk. I walk everywhere. I'm walking out on that lake, and there's this moment when something inside of me was like, what are you doing? This isn't smart. And I stopped, and I'm deep out there on Lake Lansing. And all of a sudden, I became aware. I was just aware. There wasn't anyone really around me. And they were further away from me. And I was just like, shit. And it was in that exact moment that I heard this pop. And I felt my body shift. And I went straight down. That's a good reaction. But what you don't know about me was that I was a motherfucking Boy Scout. And some of you are like, black people aren't Boy Scouts. But I'm telling you right now, I was a Boy Scout. And I used to think that my troop was normal, but as I talked to other Boy Scouts, I'm like, okay, Mr. Lawrence was preparing us for something. Because Mr. Lawrence was our troop leader, and he used to do things like put us in a rowboat, and he would row us out to the middle of a lake. It was Michigan. There's lakes all over the place. He would row us out, and he'd be like, okay, boys, everybody out. Jeans, long shirt, shoes. Everybody out? I'm going to show you how to survive. So we'd get out, and he's like, okay, now you got to take your pants off, You get them off, you tie the ends into knots, and you somehow, this is in the water, by the way, you scoop air. You scoop air into your jeans, and you create a life jacket. And that shit worked. It worked. And then he would have us swim back to shore. There's another time he dropped me and his son, Toby, who I've known since preschool. He took us out into the middle of the woods, gave us like a piece of string and a compass. And I think those waterproof matches, but they always sucked because they had the wax on them and they would break off. The tips would break off. I see you nodding. Yeah, right? These matches suck. Anyways, and he would drop us off and he'd be like, see you in 2 days. We're like, what the fuck? But like, I'm not bragging, but I know how to survive, people. I can survive. I know that if you stick leaves into your shirt at night, it'll keep you warm eventually. I don't know why. I think it releases some kind of gas. It's really itchy, but it keeps you alive. Again, I'm not bragging, but I can start a fire in the rain. It's not that hard. You just dig a hole till you get to like dry earth, and then you put the sticks in there, and then you light it. But it's cool. It's cool when you do that. So I'm telling you all of this to let you know that when I fell through that fucking ice, all of that shit just came back. I'm only in the 8th grade, right? I don't have that much of life. But my life it's coming and it's going. And all of my Boy Scout training, and I know the Boy Scouts are controversial, right? There's a lot of fucked up things about it. But all of that training just came back to me in a flash. And as I'm falling through that ice and that water is just destroying my senses, where it's just locking me up, I just knew to kind of put my hands out, right? And just hope that I would catch on something. And I'm falling and boom, I catch, my hands catch this ice, right? And all of a sudden I just have this feeling of life. Like I'm going to live, not today. I will not die today. And I catch, and I don't fall, because what gets you is when you fall through there, if you start to float, if you start to go under, you're fucked. You're fucked, right? And my friends aren't paying attention at all. Like I'm alone. So I grab on, and I'm cold, and my nerves are going crazy. But I have this training, and there was comfort in that training. It like warmed me up. It warmed my soul. I was afraid, but I wasn't, because I had all of this Boy Scout training. I just knew that I can survive this. And I also had this thought, and I shit you not. I'm out there. I'm a black person watching my other black friend playing hockey. And then I travel out onto the lake, and I fall through the ice. And I was like, there has been no moment in history where a black person has drowned by falling through ice. And I will not be the first one. Not today. So I get these divots in the ice, and I slowly start pulling myself up. I'm pulling myself up, and I'm cold as shit. This whole thing probably took like 45 seconds. And I'm pulling myself up. And it's at that moment that my friends see me. I can hear them. I'm like, oh, they're coming for me. They're coming for me. They're not coming for me. They're like running to the edge. And they're like, come on. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. Not a single one of my friends came for me. It is sad. But I pull myself out. And I'm smart enough to know, and I'm freezing. that I'm not going to stand up again. So I do the thing. It's like a seal, right? You just kind of. And the closer I'm getting to my friends, you can do it! You can do it! And at the last moment, when I'm safe, I'm safe. I'm not gonna break anymore. But I was scared, right? So I'm gonna army crawl the whole way. LaVon takes his hockey stick. And I was like, fuck you. So I made it. I'm alive today. And I know that the Boy Scouts, again, I get it. Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. There's a lot of stuff that's wrong with those agencies or groups or whatever you want to call it. But I'm standing before you today because the Boy Scouts saved my life. Thank you.